put in a blue button. And hello guys from YouTube. I'm Gabby. I'm 22 years old. I live in a city called Belo Horizonte in Minas Gerais state. A biomedic. I'm here with Ricardo, Elanese, Fernanda, and Ivaldo to talk about success. And now I want you, Ivaldo, introduce yourself, please.
Hi guys, good morning. My name is Ivaldo. I live in Capivari, a small city next to Campinas, São Paulo State. I'm a software engineer. I'm married. I have children. I like soccer. I like many things. That's it.
I'm muted. Sorry, I'm muted. Thank you, Ivaldo. And hello, Pedro. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you? Everything is good?
Yes, I'm good.
Oh,
And
great.
you?
I'm great too. Thanks for asking. Pedro, I already put a video, but I will send here on the chat the video I passed. And I already introduced myself. We stay on live on YouTube, and now I can open the rooms. So I will send on the chat the questions again. Or I will open the rooms. Okay, guys? Wait a second, because now I have persons enough to open the rooms. And okay, delete one room. And guys, be polite. Don't forget to present it yourself. And if your room feel empty, come to the main room again and stay here with me and the other persons in the main room. Okay? See you in 45 minutes. I have a great position. Okay, if you don't receive an invitation, you stay with me in the main room. Ivaldo and Pedro, and the other guys in the other room. So I already presented, Ivaldo I already presented, and Pedro, go ahead, present it yourself, please.
Okay. Good morning, my name is Pedro Jaued. I'm 35 years old. I'm from Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais, but I live in Tallinn, Estonia. I'm a journalist. My graduation, but in the moment I don't employed in área. That's it.
It's great to hear that. Thank you, Pedro. Elanese, could you accept the invitation for the other room, please? Because, okay, now I get it. Oh, okay. And guys, we start with the conversation, okay? So probably I will bring back the other guys for the other room, because Elanese simply go away. So I back to the persons to the other room to stay with us. And guys, about the question number one, what would you say is your greatest achievement so far? Pedro, you started.
I think my change out the country. I don't know, but is the question for
your achievements
or in my life?
in your life, or in the year too, because it's the end of the year. So.
Yeah, in year, change country and live in other country. but in my life, I don't know. I buy my apartment or my graduation. Uh, I don't think for this, but in my life, acho que my life I buy my apartment.
Great to hear that. And Ricardo and Fernanda, sorry for this little bit
No problem.
difficult. And Ricardo, could you introduce yourself and answer the question number 1, please?
Well, I'm Ricardo. I live at São Vicente, is São Paulo State, is South Coast. I'm married. I have a daughter. I love movies and soccer too. Well, let me answer the question. What do you say it's your greatest achievement so far? Well, I have some achievements in my life, but a part of them I have success. And well, nowadays I believe that help to my daughter and could give a good education, and that's it. I think essentially I have some personal objectives, but it's not so difficult because I bought a house and well, I graduated. Maybe I needed to study and learn English because it's so hard. I try to improve my English since a long time ago, but I think that's it. Well, how about you, Fernanda?
Go ahead, Fernanda. Introduce yourself and answer the question number 1, okay?
Okay, my name is Fernanda. I live in São Paulo with my mom. I work as a financial analyst, and I like to learn new languages, have a time with my family. And that's it about me. About the first question, now I think it's the ability to talk with people in other languages, because I am a shy person, so it was really difficult for me in the past, but now I can do it more easily. And for me, that's it now.
Oh, it's great. And Fernanda, how many languages do you say you speak?
I speak French, Spanish, and English.
Oh,
And Portuguese
great.
also.
Yeah,
of course.
Oh, it's awesome. Congrats. And shyness, it's hard. I have a friend who speaks a lot of language too, as you. I have so much shyness, and yeah, sometimes it's a barrier in communication, right? So go ahead, you stay in the right way to practice here. So thank you, Fernanda. And Evaldo, how about you? What would you say is your greatest achievement so far?
Well, if I to speak of my career, I think that is my job as software engineer, my graduation. But if to speak in general, I tell you that is my family, because I think it's the thing more wonderful has happened in my life.
Oh, so good. So good to hear that. For me, it's not the same. Half is the same as the graduation. I mean, it's one of my greatest achievement in this year, but in my life, I never thinking about it. What is the best achievement I had in my life? Probably I will have that in the future, but I don't know who it is. Probably go travel outside to Brazil, travel abroad, or live abroad. But now, in this year, in this moment, I guess it's my graduation too. It's a mark in my life. And this year and the 4 years I passed in university. Boy, I really have to finish. Guys, go ahead to question number 2. How would you define success in life? Please explain your answer. Ricardo, how you define success?
Well, this question is hard to answer, even in Portuguese. I think success is easy and hard in the same way, because for example, some people have some active to simple things. I think is the happiness is not exact defined for this word success, because it's different situations in different people, and for some I don't know, a woman could have a big achievement just to take care of her children, but for other people it's not exactly a movement that is possible to, oh, I'm happiness when I saw my children's living. So in this case, it's difficult to define. Well, for me, I success not exactly like a thing that just affect myself. I would like to see a better world where a lot of people have minimal conditions to survive, particularly in Brazil. I think it's difficult. For example, it's not possible to walk alone at night in my region because there are a lot of violence. So in this case, I just expand a little bit, and I would like to get success when I could see my citizens from my region, for example, is safer. I think that's it.
I get it, your point of view. Yeah, success is a difficult definition because everyone have a singular definition about it.
Exactly.
And yeah, I guess have a way we see success in our society is always related with money. And for me, this definition is not so good. And I can define success as how much money do you have, but in the terms of society, it's not always, but often related with money. And in my point of view, I guess success is how you do for yourself and for the others, and how this impact your life and the others in a bad and a good way. Because I guess success is not only about individual success. For example, if you have a company, you are a person who had success. Probably your employers had success because you had success. You don't know, probably or not. Depends on the company. Have some companies here in Brazil that do not exist. But if a boss have success in something, the boss don't do that alone. Probably have a lot of persons behind who do the things, who work for the things. So I guess success is I can understand the definition of success as a loneliness thing. I guess it's a community thing. And you, Fernanda, how would you define success?
For me, I think success is related to feel happy in different spheres of your life. Like have a job that you like the most of the time and have a good relationship with your family. And for me, it's not always related to money, because there are a lot of people that are rich and doesn't have a good mental health. So I think success is to be happy in a lot of spheres of your life. For me, is this.
I agree 100% with you, Fernanda. But it's hard, right, to achieve all this. It's really, really hard. But in someday, I hope we all achieve them. And Ivaldo, how about you?
I think that is to reach the goals that define it in your life. But I think the person needs a lot to reach goals with health, with very glad and peaceful in the heart. I think that it.
Got it. And you say about your family, you think you have a success to grow a family.
Yes. My family, the thing more wonderful that God put in my life.
Oh, it's awesome to hear that. You have 3 kids, right?
My history is fantastic. I have 2 children, one daughter, one son. My wife, one daughter. This case, são todos meus agora.
Yeah, I get it.
4 years ago, we adopted one daughter too.
Oh, it's 4. It's a team of 4.
Yes.
Awesome.
Because today I have 4 children.
Oh, always a children, right?
Yes.
My mother say that. I'm the youngest, and I always say my older brothers and sisters as children too. So we never forgot as a child. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Nice.
Congrats for your family. That's awesome.
Nice.
And Pedro, how would you define success in life?
Success. This expression is very complex, but I think for example, success in professional career, this is a work in your dreams, but for a life, I think the success is not a living for a work, for example. Do you have a time? For me, success is have a time to travel, time for family, your friends, time for you yourself. Start a new sport, start a new hobbies. Success, in my opinion, is this, but work is essential, money is essential, but living for a work, in my opinion, is not success. This life, né? This a professional success, but you don't live your life. You don't have moments for a friends, for a family. I think this.
Yeah, I get it, your point. Be a workaholic is not a thing I would like to be. Yeah, we need to have a time to do nothing sometimes, to travel, to see family, as you said. For me, you said everything. I totally agree with you. But it's hard in Brazil, I guess. It's very, very difficult to have this kind of thing so separated. Because sometimes how many times you work, you have money to put food in your home, to do something for your child. So yeah, it's difficult. Everyone passed that so in some moment of life. And I don't remember where, but I see a newspaper, as a new magazine, the name, I guess, said about Brazilian work. Brazilian work more than, like, in compare of other American Latins. So we work a lot and they didn't have money. That didn't make sense. In my mind, didn't make sense.
Yeah, one time I go to Chile and talk one man in supermarket, and I explain for me this Chileans, I don't know, the people of Chile, wake up for a work normally 10 o'clock, for example. And the Brazilians go to work in Chile, wake up at 6 or 5 o'clock. Brazilian work a lot in comparison the other people, Latin American people. Yes.
Yeah, if you put, of course, have a lot of difference in Latin America. We have economic difference too, so it's different. But when you compare Brazil, I guess, with some places in Europe, you can see Brazilians start to work so early, so early. At 5 a.m., you see a lot of Brazilians wake up to get bus, to stay at home at 8 a.m. So, have a lot of problems. I guess it's more than work a lot. Don't have public transportation enough to guide these persons. They don't have, they're not name, ways to transportation the person. So easy in the city, and yeah, a lot of problems here in Brazil.
And they have one problem. The Brazilian people have work a lot and never have money.
Yeah. It's not funny, I know, but
no, not funny.
but it's the situation we can handle. You know, like we can avoid these days. In December, we can see that a lot of us didn't work with. That's because we didn't have money to do nothing in the end of the year. It's hard. It's hard to be Brazilian. It's hard. I love my country, but it's hard. Also hard.
I don't know the expression in English, but it's rir para não chorar.
Yeah. Laughing to not crying. I guess it's not that, but I don't put. I can remember the expression, but I had an expression like that. Yeah, it's that. And guys, I have other question to answer. Question number 3. Would you agree that success is 1% talent and 99% hard work? Fernanda.
I don't know if it's like this percentage, but I agree with this because I think that the hard work, it's what makes us achieve our goals, like what we want, and we always need to work for it. So I agree with this.
Yeah. About the percentage, I put a random number in the percentage only to put a question, but I agree with you. It's like, I know everyone had a talent for something, but if you don't study, you didn't force yourself to achieve this talent, probably will be a talent and that's it. I didn't agree. Everything you do, it's because you have a talent or something like that. I guess you need to work hard, like not only to work, but study, try to understand the thing you want to achieve. So I'm totally with you, Fernanda. I guess I feel really angry when I see a person, I'm really good at something, and the person comes to me and said, oh, you have a talent for that. No, I work hard to do that. I work years to do that. It's not talent. It's my blood and my skin in that. I put everything in that. So I feel really angry. I don't demonstrate, of course, but I feel really like, yeah, okay, talent. Okay. I didn't understand, but thank you. But I feel really angry inside of my body. And Ivaldo, how about you? Would you agree that success is 1% talent and 90% hard work?
Yeah, I believe that yes. I don't know, but I think the person with 1% talent doesn't go very far if not work too. I think, I don't know, that's it.
Yeah, you have a point. You have a point of view. Yeah, I agree. I guess you know your future, but if you don't do everything to achieve your future, if you have only talent, it's only talent. Like you will, but probably you don't give your swear in that, you know. I'm agree with you. And Pedro, how about you? What's your opinion?
Yeah, I don't agree for the percent this. In my opinion, depends the your work. Arts work, for example, paint. In my opinion, you have a 99% talent and 1% the work, the hardest work. But I don't know the issue, the percents, exactly percents for our workers. But I don't I agree for the numbers.
No, I put a random numbers. Like, I only put a numbers inside of my mind, and that's it. But I don't put any scientific way or anything like that. It's only a number to put, but I get it, your point. Like, have some things we don't need to do a lot of hard work, because the thing is almost finished for us. For example, I always laugh a little bit when my mother said, "Oh, when I do my jobs in school, I need to do some things in my tasks on school. I go to library and go to library, take books and study." And my mother said, "Oh, nowadays you open Google, share everything." Oh, it's more easy. Of course, I didn't need to buy books. I didn't go to libraries to take the books and have a share about the topic. Then yeah, it probably is not my work. It's other person's work. I only use my hands to put my things on Google. So yeah, I have this other good thing about technology. And Ricardo, what's your opinion?
I'm sorry, your audio is cutting for me. Is my turn?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's your turn. The question number 3.
Well, I agree. I agree that not exactly the percentage, but I think is essentially, I don't know, but if you get a success in a project or another kind of work, essentially hard working is more effective, more, I don't know, more important than talent. Well, certainly there are a big importance when you tell about talent. But if you notice, a lot of people that the people tell, "Oh, this guy is so gifted," or this guy have a lot of talent. Normally, this guy have more focus, more emphasis in your work. For example, Albert Einstein don't have just one kind of clothes. When you in the early morning, before the Albert Einstein went to your work, his work is just wanted to choose one option. So in this case, there are a lot. They had just the same pants, the same shirts. So in this case, it's not for Albert Einstein. It's just a waste of time if you needed to choose different options of clothes, because he wanted just focus in your job. So certainly there are much talent when you talk about Albert Einstein, but certainly they work a lot when try to discover this, well, a lot of new discoveries that time. So I believe that when you talk about success and happiness, that there aren't much difference between happiness and success. I think is the people are different, so the achievements are different, but essentially the people want to be happy. I think so.
Yeah.
Some poor people wanted to eat. So in this case, when they are eating, they are happy. So, but rich people want to get success, but is they reach the happiness, but for another different situations, but it's the same happiness for everyone, in my opinion. That's
I
it.
get it. I guess you said about the things of Albert Einstein. I remember a lot of persons said months ago, we have a particular type of clothes, and the clothes always don't put iron to iron, passar a roupa.
Yeah.
And a lot of persons say it on Twitter because it's more practical. You wake up, you get into your clothes, and you don't need to take your time to iron them, to see if the clothes stay in the right color. And in the moment, I remember to say it, oh gosh, so practical, but I can't see myself to do that because I like colors. So I never do that. But in some moment, I observe myself to do something like that, to be more minimalist in some ways of my life. Of clothes, not at all, but of other things, I gave some aspects of minimalism. So it's a really good thing. Change a little bit my time. So yeah, I like it. And guys, I skipped some questions, and we go to the question number 7. What advice would you give to your 50 years old self? Ivaldo.
I don't know. I think tell you should study English a lot because you will need into your job, and then you don't will suffer from this in future, because I think in my case today I estou vendo na pele isso. But I think it is very interesting. English, Spanish, Mandarin. I tell the person, study the languages of the moment. That's it.
Yeah, it's really great. Like for me, I guess I say it continue because I start to learn English in this moment, 50, when I was 15 years old. And yeah, if I had advice to do, I say it, study English and start other language, because nowadays I started German and it's not difficult, but probably you know, if I started two languages, like English and German, or English and French, probably I have more than one. So yeah, but I don't have a regrets about it. Not at all. I think I'm do everything to my way. That's a good thing to do. But if I had a advice, it's on that. Learn more than one. Probably we will have more time. Ricardo, what advice would you give to your
Yeah.
50-year-old?
Well, I would say invest all money in Amazon, Google, and the Facebook, and well, enjoy your life, because when you became an adult, you have to pay a lot of bills. Certainly, because I don't know, I think is when you are or was 15 years old, I think is necessary just study and enjoy. I think there are enough time to do everything, a lot of things. I think I think in my opinion it's not so relevant nowadays. If you had graduating when I don't know, when I was 20 years old or 25 years old or 30 years old, it's not so relevant. It's better, certainly, but it's not so relevant. It's possible. There are a lot of examples in our world that people get success when they were 70 years old, or so. In this case, it's necessary to enjoy every time from your life. When you end 15 years, when you end 20 years, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like you never had 22 years again. You only have this age in 1
But
year. So
yeah,
yeah,
probably if you invest all money in some Amazon, Google, etc., it's not necessary work nowadays, because I just
yeah,
live in money.
yeah, I agree. But yeah, when I born, these things already existed. So probably I never had an opportunity to do that, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's hard because the life is like we have a unique life. I don't know, we have more, but in my point of view, we have a unique, and we have less than 90 years. 90, yeah, 100. I put 100 year. And sometimes we care a lot about the other things we don't need to care, like other person's opinions. You think, yeah, things you do. So it's hard, really hard. So you see, when you are younger, because teenagerhood is more hard. You do a lot of stupid things. So yeah, but the life is it. I guess everyone passed it. How about you, Pedro?
I don't know, but I talk for me. Pay your money. I don't buy bullshits. Travel a lot in more cities or countries, and start your personal projects. start and see to happen. Don't think in problems for this. I don't know, but I think this. At 15 years old, the world is different, but I return at my age for 15 years in world for today, for a technology today or opportunities today. I change my conselhos, I don't know, but 50 years ago, I think this. Don't buy bullshit. Have more travel for your money and start your personal. I forget the word. Projects, personal projects.
Got it. Yeah, good advices, really good advices. For instance, the advice of don't buy bullshit is really good because we all buy it something we never used. So it's hard, like really hard. And Fernanda, how about you?
I think I would say to try to save money each month and start to learn other language beside English, and try to don't care a lot about other people's opinion if they're not your family or your mom. If they're not your friends, try to not care so much about it.
Yeah. Be honest, a person, I don't remember who is the person, tell me that a random person appear in my life, probably said like, the persons don't care what you do. The persons only care if you give explanations, because the person didn't care about your life, only want to know about it because of the curiosity. So I always put that in my mind when some person gives me opinions. I always think like, you don't want to help me, you want to be curiosity about my life. So I stopped to think that it's hard, Fernanda. I agree with you. It's really awful. Ivaldo, you already answered the question. I don't remember. Yeah? Oh.
Yes.
Thank you. And guys, the conversation is almost over, but I want to say thank you for this conversation. And I send on the chat the link from my feedback as the first link. I send it again. If you want to say me something, if you want to say about the next year, because this conversation is not the last, but because the other week I do the last. So if you want to give me opinions and subjects to talking about in January or February or everything, it was really awesome to do that. And I always have this funny thing: 0, you hate me; 10, you love me. So please, it's the end of the year, okay?
Yeah.
It's the magic of the end of the year. So
Sure.
love me. Love me, please.
No problem.
I'm only kidding, guys. If you want to hate me, okay, me too. So
You
don't have a
deserve a nice level in your evaluation.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you,
And
Ricardo.
well, I would like to desire for everyone a Merry Christmas and a great and happiness day for you.
Yeah. Me either, guys. If I don't see you in the next week, or something happens, you go to vacation, travel, go ahead. Stay happy in the end of the year. Stay strong too, and have a great Christmas, great New Year. And I hope see you all or in the next week or in the next year. So thank you for this conversation and see you all. Bye bye.